Mike Florio, Chris Sims from NBC's Pro Football Talk, talking about where they think the Browns will finish in the AFC North.
It seems like they're going to make a transition more to a passing offense than a run offense, right? So I look at some things there. I know they got Jim Schwartz and Stefanski on the offensive side of the ball and Schwartz on the defensive side of the ball, but I guess there's an element of I got to see it to believe it a little here. And I want to see the new offense. And, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say that I believe in Cleveland yet to just throw them in the playoff conversation. So I'm putting them number 4.
Look, I have them there as well. You saw the graphic. The Steelers are the team, as it relates to the over-under win total and the odds to win the division, that is in 4th position. I got the Browns there, too. And this comes back to the fundamental difference between culture, ownership, overall team value, not just financial, but what they bring to the table. What have the Browns done to cause us to say, hey, you know what? They got Deshaun Watson back for the whole year. This experiment's going to work out perfectly. Dramatic transition from a run-based offense with Nick Chubb to Deshaun Watson. Sure, he hasn't played in 3 years, but he'll be fine. What's 1 year of no football and another year with an 11-game suspension and all sorts of off-field turmoil, and then you only played in 6 games, which felt like an extended preseason for this year, and then an 8-month break between those 6 games and the games that count again. They have to prove it. It's on them.
Quincy, you could say there's a lot of questions about all of the teams in the North. Kenny Pickett, what has he done? I mean...
Yeah. What's to say about a quarterback who threw, 14 touchdowns his junior year in college and then came back and had a rough patch in his beginning of his year and then is going to play against the 4 toughest defenses? We can also do this with the Baltimore Ravens. What about a new offense? Todd Monken, that's a mystery, right? They're bringing in new offensive line pieces. Ronnie Stanley coming off injury. Lamar Jackson's health always seems to be at questions. None of their running backs ever stay healthy, nor do their wide receivers. All these questions. You can be negative and have a million questions about any football team. We can literally do this with we did this with the Kansas City Chiefs last year, right? Where we asked all these questions about,
Tyreek Hill,
this, that, the third, right? And you can give somebody the benefit of the doubt, or you cannot. But let's be real about what we're talking about. They're avoiding some very obvious pros. Why would you believe that this situation is going to be better? Because it very obviously, to the naked eye, looks better in every way, from the on-paper perspective, from the on-field perspective. It all looks better. That's why you would think that it might work out for them.
Yeah, and Cleveland never gets it right. That's not analysis. Okay, if that's what you want to say, just say that at the beginning, and we'll kind of move on from there.
Just don't cover the team if that's the perspective, right? If your only analysis is, it's the Browns, they're going to stink, why even cover them, right? Because you obviously have nothing to offer that's analysis, as you said.